everybody, I am Mbali, and I hope you're all doing well. You can settle in. It's gonna be a fun evening. So we're just waiting for more people to join us, and yeah, let's see how it goes. So we're supposed to start at 7. So it's almost 7 now. So basically, because it's Women's Month, so we just thought we will take this opportunity to discuss a few things about Women's Month. Yes, so Rihanna has just joined us. Hi Rihanna, nice to see you online. So we are live now. So I see we have about 28 people. So yeah. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself. So basically I am Miss South Africa Globe and 2020. And I'm also a mother, an entrepreneur, and a philanthropist. So I have a very interesting story. So I would like to share it with you in hope that it's going to inspire other women. So I have an 18-year-old son. He's just about to go to study in New York because he just got a scholarship to study neuroscience. And basically, I've been a single mother for most of his life. His father passed away when he was quite young. And what I always tell him is that, you know, whatever obstacles that you go through in life, whatever your life story is, just take your mess and make it your purpose. So if you find whatever you're going through, I always say it's not because maybe you have bad luck or anything like that. It's supposed to push you to get to the next level. So because it's Women's Month and I was asked to come and discuss leadership in the 2020 century, I think for me it's very important that we all know what our purpose is in this world. And how we get to know what our purpose is, your life story, your tragedies that you go through, even if you don't go through tragedies, and your passion. This will give you the clues of what you should be doing in this life. And actually, this is what my son did as well. After his father passed away, he started helping other people. And he said to me, Mom, helping other people makes me feel good. It makes me forget about my own pain. So he found a way to deal with his pain by giving his pain a purpose. So I think in this century, more than ever, we need leaders that lead with a purpose and leaders that understand that we are not in this world alone. We are here to uplift each other. As much as it's so important that we keep bettering ourselves, it's also quite important that you uplift your community going forward as well. So yeah, so that's what I think. And if you are very authentic and you find your own life purpose, you're gonna lead with so much passion. And if you lead with so much passion and understanding that it's not just about you, and you find a much bigger purpose than yourself, then I think that's gonna make you a really good leader. So basically, I think most of my life story is actually inspired by my father's life story too. He was an orphan and he was rescued by German nuns, and he found a way to make his pain his life purpose too. They gave him an opportunity to education, an opportunity to a life that he wouldn't have had. And he took the opportunity with both hands and he never looked back. And he always said it was his life mission to make sure that every child in this world has a level playing field. And his playing field was actually, it was created by education. So I'm just reading a few comments here, sorry. Yeah, so basically, I think that's quite important that we all find that purpose, because my father became such a passionate teacher because he took what was given to him and he gave it back to its community. So I think it's very important as leaders that we understand what our purpose is in this world. And as I said, take your life mess and turn it to something positive, and turn it into something beautiful, something that can impact much more than your own life, but something that can impact the whole community. Because I think at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. When it's all done, we need to know that we've actually contributed in a positive way in this world. It wasn't just about what we went through on a daily basis. And you would find so much satisfaction in helping other people and finding that kind of purpose. So I would like, I don't know if anybody would like to ask me any questions at this point in time. So what I am doing as well, I have, what I've decided, when I turned 40 last year, I'm actually 41 this year. I'm going to be turning 41 this year. When I turned 40 last year, my son said to me, "Mom, it's half time now. What do you intend to do with the rest of your life?" And I said, I have been a single mother for so long, and it's hard. And I would like to use the next half of my life empowering single women out there, just letting us, just so they know that it's possible to raise kids that can prosper, kids that can go on to contribute in a positive way. I mean, today I'm extremely proud of my son. He's going to study neuroscience in New York, and he's had multiple scholarships that were offered to him. And he didn't have a father growing up. It was not easy, but he found a way of dealing with it by removing himself from his pain by helping other people. And he wants to be a doctor because he says, "Mom, healing is the greatest gift humanity can give to each other." So going forward, what I did, I started a company called Beauty. We create a collagen beauty powder. And what we do, we help women to set up their own businesses within our business. So this will help other women that would like to be empowered. We would like to focus on single mothers that so they have financial means to actually raise their kids. I think it's so important, because if I was not able to raise my child in a good way, and if I was not financially strong enough to actually do it, I don't know what could have happened to my child, who is going to go on and contribute in such a beautiful and positive way in the world. So I think it's very important for women to be empowered, because if you empower a woman, they can raise their kids properly, and just for a woman to know that it's possible. And so that's what we are doing at the moment. So if anybody would like to actually sign up, you can maybe let me know. And I would like to, like I said, my aim going forward is to empower other single mothers out there, because this is a topic that's very close to my heart. I know how difficult it is to try and raise a child all by yourself. It's not easy. So so I'm trying to find my purpose in my own mess too. So hopefully this will assist other people out there. And so I am reading some comments. I'm 23 years old and entering the real world. What would I? Okay. So like I said, IT, thank you for the question. Like I said, okay, your life story, your personality, and whatever you've went through, take that and use that to create your own purpose. I am telling you, if you can do these three things, you can lead with so much passion. So I don't know your life story, but what I can say, we all have our mess. There is nobody that didn't go through something. Some people have went through cancer, some people have went through miscarriages, whatever it may be. Take that and use it to assist other people and better yourself, and you will find a much, much bigger purpose. So that's what I would advise you to. The way to achieve your own success is to be willing to help somebody else get it. So basically that's my story. And I would have said my son should come and join us, but he's still upstairs. So yeah, I hope this can assist other people out there that are going through difficulties. Just know that it's not all for nothing. There is a reason why you're going through that, and just try and find that reason. And you can only find that reason by trying to turn your misfortune into your fortunes. I know it's not easy. It's easy to say, but it's not always easy to actually implement. But you can do it. We have actually done it with my son. I mean, when my son's father passed away, my son was only 5 years old. And he went through difficulties. It's not easy to explain to a 5-year-old that your father is not going to be there anymore. And there was a stage of depression, and which is still something that sometimes we battle with. But he found a way to heal himself by helping other people. So we got very involved in community work. So what we did, we set up a foundation that assists orphans that wouldn't have an opportunity to a better life if other people just don't assist. So we actually did that with my son, and at the moment we are working with about 30 orphans, and we try and assist them with their basic needs, which is food, clothing. And my son formed a partnership with the school that he used to go to. So they offer them tutorial services too. So those orphans that are struggling in math, science, and English, they get assistance. Because there's no point in trying to create bursary schemes if kids are not ready to go to university. So we try and prepare them to a point where they are ready for university. So by the time they are ready to apply at university, they have a good foundation to actually go forward. So we try to create opportunity, and we try to create opportunity by providing these things. Because we, as much as we would like to help, we don't want it to be like a once-off kind of thing. We want to get involved in a way that we can truly make an impact, and we can truly change people's lives. So that's what I do with my son. And when he moves over to New York, he will join a Rotary Club in New York, and he will raise funds through the Rotary Club and raise the funds for the orphans that we work with here in South Africa. So yeah, this gives us, especially for him, it gives us a much greater purpose than ourselves. So I think that's quite important, because we are all here to better each other, and we are all here to make this world a better place. And if we can do that, this is where you find your true happiness. You find your true happiness through helping other people. So yeah, what else? Let's see what other people are asking. Really, are opportunities presented to you in a perfect way? Yeah, it's true. Most times you will never find a perfect opportunity that it would actually come your way. So the other day we were talking with my son, and he was saying, Mom, there aren't opportunities, but that's why there should be people that can create the opportunities. So I think if you have the entrepreneur spirit, you will always try and find an opportunity even in disaster. So they always say, never let a crisis go to waste, a good crisis go to waste. I truly believe in this. I believe in every crisis, there's potential opportunity, and there's an opportunity to make, to see. So I think if you approach life in this way, then I think you'll see opportunities in every possible, even in crisis. So if it's actually the first time that I'm using Facebook Live, so I'm trying to figure it out as I go. So if anybody has questions, I can see that some people are writing. I'm happy to answer. But yeah, you can find me on the email. They already, Cape August already, it was already sent here on the chat. I see that. And yeah, so I am willing and happy to help any other single mothers that are out there, because for me, women empowerment is very important. And as much as we want to empower, like with the orphans that we are working with my son, we want them to take it forward. We don't want to just give it to them without them taking it forward. So as much as we are helping, we are also teaching them the important values of actually giving back to your community and leadership, because that's quite important. Because what we would like to create is people that will be empowered, not just take the empowerment for themselves, but go back to their communities and go and empower other people. So that's what we are hoping to do. So yeah, that's yes. So those are the most important things, I think. So if anybody else would like to ask me any other questions, I'm happy to answer. And yeah, I think it's a very important topic since it's Women's Month. And I think as women, it's so important that we take our power. I mean, we are so capable as women. It's possible to achieve anything. I mean, I always tell my story and my son's story in hope to show other people what's possible. I'm a single mother. I'm done everything possible to raise them in a good way, because I was always working, because I always had like different businesses, because there was no father to help. So but what I always try to do is do as much community service with him, because if you can do this with your kids, you're instilling good values to them. And if they grow up knowing that it's very important to give to other people, not so much it's actually important for you as well, because this is where you will feel the happiest, and this is where you will feel very fulfilled. So if you teach your kids to do that, and I always try to do as much as possible with them. So if I'm working, I'm going to meetings, because I was always busy. I would take him to meetings sometimes. I'm doing charity work, I take him with me. So this, I think it contributed a lot into the individual that he is today. He is an amazing, the most caring child. I'll say that because I'm the mother. But I'm extremely proud of him. He cares about humanity. He always says, Mom, the most beautiful gift we can all give to each other is healing. And I think he was saying this because he needed healing himself. And he understood that by healing other people, he is healing himself as well. So yeah, he wants to be a neurosurgeon. He's on his way to fulfill his dreams. He's gonna study neuroscience and go to medical school. And he's just hoping to take as many people as possible with him going forward. Like the orphans that we work with, he's just formed such close relationships with the kids. They love him. He mentors them. He helps them with whatever that they might need. And he's almost like a big brother, which is a role that as a single child, he's very happy with that role. So let me just read more comments. Yes, so it's very important that the people that you surround yourself with, it's so important, because whoever you surround yourself with, it's who you will actually end up becoming as well. So as the saying goes, the birds of the same feather go together. So yeah, so that's my I hope this was helpful. And if anybody wants to speak to me more about the company that we've set up, the MM Beauty collagen powder, you can just email me. And what we do, it's a collagen powder, and this was actually started, it's a collagen powder that I started through my own journey, because I travel a lot with business. So I used to buy this collagen powder. Each time I come back in South Africa, I don't find it anywhere. So I thought, okay, let's produce it here in South Africa. And I wanted to use this platform to help other women to go into businesses as well. So if anybody's interested, you sign up with us. We train you on how the collagen powder works. It helps with the skin, it helps with growing your hair, and basically we help you set up your own business within our business. So yeah, I think it's very important that as women we are financially independent. I think for anybody it's very important to be financially independent. So if you are interested in this opportunity, you can contact me and we can speak more about that. And yeah, so okay, so if anybody else wants to ask me more questions, I'm here. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so basically, yeah, that's it from my side. And yes, okay, I can see some questions. Okay. Okay, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful. If you want to get in touch with me, you've got my email address, and take care. See you soon.